Hey, welcome to day one of the 2026 TPP Deep Core Challenge. In Pilates, we think of the core as so much more than just those visible abs in the front. It's the muscles running up and down your spine in the back, those deep internal obliques, your pelvic floor. So we will be working all of it throughout the next 2 weeks together. And then the props that you're going to need primarily as we work through the challenge are a Pilates ball. This is the best $9 investment that you can make. It is such a versatile tool. You can get them on Amazon. And then I'm going to be using today some optional ankle weights. So you certainly do not need them, but if you are going to use them, anywhere from ½ pound to 1 pound would be perfect. I would not go any heavier than 3 pounds because you don't want to compromise your form. So with that said, we are in my bedroom here today. We're having some renovations done in the TPP studio. I'm very excited for you guys to see the little aesthetic tweakments that we're making. But this is a great story that, no matter where you are in the world, you don't need a perfect space. You just need a space to move your body and get a good workout. So grab your props, and when you're ready, join me on your mat. We're going to come into a quadruped position on our hands and knees. I want those hands directly under those shoulders, knees are under those hips. I want you to start by pressing into the mat, round through your spine, really stretch through that upper back. And then take a deep inhale as you arch through that spine and lengthen the crown of your head and tailbone toward the ceiling. Big exhale through the mouth this time. Really use that breath, draw those abs in and up. Feel those shoulders glide apart. And then feel those shoulders glide back and together as you arch through your spine. And try and lengthen your tailbone and crown of your head away from one another as well as upward to find that just extra little bit of space in your spine. One more big exhale, your biggest yet. Feel those abs draw in and up. And then big deep inhale here. And then we come into our neutral spine. Press your right palm into the mat and go ahead and open out with that left arm, reaching up toward the ceiling. Your gaze will follow. And then we're going to thread that left arm under the right. Your ear and shoulder will meet the mat. Take an inhale here. And then go ahead and press into that right palm. One more big open out to the left side. Twist through that torso. And then ear and the shoulder will meet the mat as we thread the arm. I want you to reach that right arm up toward the ceiling and maybe wrap it around the left side of your waist, pressing for the front of your left thigh. And just feel how that helps you open through the collarbone and stretch through that pec and armpit muscle on that right side. And then that right palm will find the mat, press into the mat. One more big open to the left. Left palm finds the mat. Take a little wiggle through your spine just to reset. Now we open out to the right. And then right arm threads under the left as the ear and the shoulder meet the mat for an inhale. Exhale, press into that left palm, open out to the right. And then we twist it under. Ear and the shoulder meet the mat. And then we open out that left arm and we wrap it around the right side of our waist, pressing for the front of our right thigh. This is my favorite stretch, if you can't tell. Really just pulling that shoulder back. It's like a great assisted stretch for yourself. All right, your left palm's going to meet the mat. Open out to the right. Last big stretch. And then we're going to go ahead and get started here. So you're going to need your ball to begin. We're going to go ahead and lie down on our back. So lie down on your back and let's bring our legs into tabletop. Now if you have on ankle weights, you got to kind of find a good position. The ball is going to go between those ankles. Give it a good squeeze. Make sure you like the placement. If you lose it throughout this series, totally fine. You can just keep going or pause and get up and grab it. Not a big deal. We're all human. It's happened to me if any of you saw my social post. So from here, interlace those hands behind the head. And we're just going to take a deep inhale. We're going to exhale, lift up just to the tips of those shoulder blades. And lower down, inhale. Exhale, lift. Now make sure those knees are tracking right over those hips. Again, you have that squeeze in on your ball so that you're starting to activate through those inner thighs and that pelvic floor that we talked about. It's really the gateway to those deep core transverse muscles, those low ab muscles right between your hip bones. Good. Finding your rhythm here, really feeling your abs draw down in toward the mat as you lift. Using that breath, we're going to add on. So the next time you lift, I want you to hold. I want you to extend your legs out to a challenging level. Stay lifted. Pull them back to tabletop for me, and then lower the head. We lift. We extend those legs to a challenging level. We pull to tabletop, then we lower the head. So the challenge here as you flow through this is when you're pulling the weight of those legs back, you don't let it push your chest any lower. You stay lifted. You almost try to lift up maybe an extra inch with that head and chest as those legs come in. Use your breath, you guys. So here's the pattern. We're going to exhale, lift, inhale, lengthen the legs, exhale, bring them back in line with the hips, and then inhale, lower the head. We're going to add on to this in another 5. Make sure that those shoulders are staying down. You can always reach your arms long and forward to help you get lifted a little higher if you feel like you're straining through your neck, to keep your hands behind your head. Give me 3. Adding some fun choreography with that ball in 2. Good. On this next one, lift and hold. Extend those legs. You're going to circle that right leg on top of the left. Trace the ball down that left leg, down that shin, back to the ankles. Come through center. Pull the legs in, and then lower the head. Time under tension for those abs. Let's go to the right. So we lift. Extend your legs. Left on top of right. Trace that ball down. Trace it up. Stay lifted. Pull those legs to table, and then we lower. Let's do 6, and then we're going to add some rotation. In another 5, left on top of right, trace it down, pull those legs in and lower. In 4, as we rotate, we'll rotate toward whichever knee is bending in, just like we would with a regular bicycle, but we have the added challenge of obviously not wanting to lose the ball and also needing to maintain that slow, proper form. Good. Hopefully you're starting to feel those abs waking up. We're going to need them for our lower body series coming up next. Good. Give me one more. Down the left. Pull it in. Lower down. So let's add our rotation. We lift. We extend. Left leg on top of right. Twist to the left as that left knee comes in. Come through center as you press the ball out. Bring the legs to tabletop. And then we lower down. We'll just do 10. Good. So twisting to the right. Extending. Pull those knees in. Lower down. Twisting to the left for 8. Out. Really break apart the motions. The slower you go, the harder it is. So don't rush through it. I'd rather you do less reps, moving more slowly, getting the time under tension for your abs, than just kind of like going through the motions, if that makes sense, to bang out the 10 reps. You're more likely to strain through your neck that way and to not be properly engaging those deep core muscles, which is really what's going to give you that kind of like aesthetic goal, but also the strength to move through your life more effectively. Good. Let's do another 3, and then we're going to hold lifted. 2. Good. All right, on this next one, you guys, I want you to lift, extend. That left leg crosses over the right. We're just going to hold to the left and pulse for 10. 9. It's slow. It's tiny. Think armpit to knee or like opposite right rib toward left hip for 3. 2, hold in 1, little lift and lower those legs, maintain that ball connection, just 8, 7, you can always reach that right arm past that left thigh to help you stay lifted. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in, take a moment, adjust your ball if you need to. All right, let's just take it to the other side. Right leg, little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Make it count. This is the last of the flexion-based core work for this workout. Good. Hold, lift and lower. Stay lifted. Reach that arm. Sorry, I'm trying not to hit my mic. Give me 6, 5, 4. Press into that ball for 2 and 1. Hug it in. Take a moment. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up into some good lower body work. Get a sip of water if you need it. And keep that ball because we're going to use it. It'd be a crime not to. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to start with the ball underneath our left hand. And your right forearm is just going to come down onto the mat. We're going to extend that left leg back long, toes are pointed, really active through that glute, starting nice and easy, and your gaze is just toward your fingertips, maybe toward the top left corner of that mat. Let's do another 8 like this, nice and easy, starting to activate through the glute max for 7. The shape of your spine should not be changing, and what I do hope you'll notice is the instability that this ball is creating. You have to really squeeze and engage those obliques. Good. We have another 3 and then we add on. In 2. On 1, I want you to hold it here. You're going to bend left knee in toward left elbow. Extend that leg back out long. Tap it down. So lift up. Bend in. Extend. Tap down for another 6. Finding a press in on that ball as you bend knee to elbow. We have 4. It's just going to continue to get spicy in layers for 3 from here. For 2. On 1, bend in, extend out. Don't tap down, just hold. Find your balance, really pour your weight into that right side. Lift your ball. Lower your ball, tap it down. So we lift, we bend in, we hold it back, we lengthen, we squeeze our core on so that we can lift that ball up and not tip over, and then we tap the leg down. Just another 6. Out, lift, tap that ball, tap the toe. 5. This is so much harder than you think it would be, because you're basically doing a bird dog on the same side. Horrible. Good, guys. So nice. Give me 3. Breathe. Find that connection in your deep core. 2. We're going to switch it up after this one. Out. Lift. Tap, keep that leg lifted for me. Now, we're going to switch it up. We're going to pop up onto that right hand. So now you're on both hands. Keep that left leg high. We're going to take a tricep push-up. We're going to press up. Then we're going to roll that ball out as we bend through our right forearm at that elbow. Press up through the right tricep as the ball comes in. Tap the leg down. So we lift. We come down on that forearm. We press up. We take a push-up, and then we roll the ball out as we come down, again, pressing up through that right tricep. Good. So tapping the leg down in between and just working a balance challenge coming up and off of that forearm. It's like added upper body here. Tap down, lift, forearm down, forearm up, push up, press up, roll it out, roll in, tap down, lift up. Good. Taking your time. We're going to hold out with the ball rolled out on that left forearm in another 3. Leaving that leg, of course, still lifted. In another 2. Push up. Roll it out. Good. Tap down. On 1, do your last push-up, then roll that ball out and hold, and just pulse that leg for me. Pulse for 10, 9, wrap your core in, don't let it get lazy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Good. How is that stabilizing glute too? It's really working. Okay. We will go to the other side, but before we do, we're going to do a little bit of a plank challenge. You don't need your ball for this, so just set it off to the side. I want those hands directly under those shoulders, knees under the hips. You know the drill. Tuck your toes. We're just going to lift up, exhale, and then inhale, tap down with control. I need you to really press into those palms, hollow out your chest so that your upper back is nice and active. We're not winging through those shoulder blades or sinking into our shoulders. And we're also not kind of like piking our hips up. I want you to think I could balance a little teacup on your back. Good. We're going to add on to this, but you can always stick with this layer. I want you to exhale even before you lift the knees so that your core is like bracing and engaged, so that your upper abs are what drives this motion instead of just like mobility of your hips lifting. Good. Hold lifted for me and pause. Left arm, right leg goes out. Right arm, left leg, pull it in. Opposite arm, pull in. If you're wearing socks, that was a mistake. But it's cold here. Let's go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Both times, pull in, draw out. Now, the secret here is I don't want those hips rocking and rolling. Try to really minimize that. I need you to think about the muscles you need to activate in order to make this happen. And it's all about pouring weight into like the opposite hand or leg that would be stabilizing, which is opposite from the ones that are moving. Good. So this is great cross chain oblique sling work. And we'll just be here for another 5. How stable can you keep that upper body? So could I still have that hot tea balancing on your back as you do this? Is kind of what you want to think about. Good. Nice, guys. Just give me 2 more. So lift, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Pull in, last one. Lift, extend, pull it in, tap it down. Roll out those wrists. Whew, that one, I feel like escalates kind of quickly. Okay, so now the ball is coming under that right hand. Your left forearm is going down to the mat. And we're going to go ahead and just extend through that right leg. You'll feel that instability, those wobbles. Let's just lift that right leg up, glute max. Tap down with control. We lift and tap. Nice. Keep moving. This is a really good, hopefully you're finding quick and effective core activation to kick off our challenge. Let's go for another 5. We add on in 4, lifting up, wrapping that core in for 3, 2, on 1, hold lifted. We're going to come right knee, right elbow, extend out, and tap down. So your gaze again is just toward the top right corner of that mat or towards those fingertips so that your neck is staying in line with your spine. Let's go. We have another 5. And then we're adding that balance challenge if it's for you. If you did it on the other side, please try on this side. Give me another 2 full rounds like this. Out, tap, lift, in, extend, and tap. All right, let's add on, you guys. We lift, we bend, knee to elbow, we extend out. We try to pour weight in that left side as we reach the right hand up with the ball. We set the ball down, and then we tap those toes. Lift the leg. Side oblique crunch. Extend out. Find your balance, reach your ball. Bring the ball down, then tap the toes. Another 6 like this. Just move slow. More important not to fall over, but if you do, and I hope you're okay, if you did, it's okay. Just get reset, keep going. I constantly feel like I have major wobbles, especially when I'm doing like standing work, so I do more of it. That's the medicine, right? That's kind of what you need more of, but a lot of times we're trying to rush through, which means we're not activating and squeezing the stabilizing muscles. Good. My arm is shaking. I don't know about you. Good. Let's do one more full round. Lift. Bend knee to elbow. Extend that leg out. Lift that ball up. Good. And then pause here. So we come on to our left hand. We're going to take that push up. We press up, then we roll out that ball. I'm bending through my left elbow, and then I'm pressing into my left hand using that left tricep to come back in. I pop back down on that left forearm, and then I tap the toe down. So lift, pop up onto the left hand, take your push up, then roll that ball out, find length, reach that right leg back in opposition, press up, come back onto the left forearm, tap the toe, just 6 more like this. Good. And then we hold in that extension for the little leg pulses. Taking your time. It's going up and on to that forearm, up and down, that really works the core. That's keeping you stabilized. Good. So nice, you guys. It's actually getting quite hot in this bedroom. Oh, that sounds so bad. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, let's go for 2. It's not what I meant. And down, tap down, lift for 1. Take that push up. Now press up. Now roll that ball out and hold and pulse that leg. Pulse up for 10, 9. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in. Take a moment, tap out that glute if you need it. We have one more exercise for this flow, and you get to lie down on your back. Oh, my favorite. And I'm actually going to scoot myself slightly away from the wall. So we're going to put the ball under our sacrum for this. And what that means is it's just literally that kind of flat portion at the back of your tailbone. So it's not quite the tailbone. It's definitely not the lower back. What I want you to feel like is that you can kind of hold just your natural neutral spine. It does help you get into that imprint so that your abs are drawing down. Your arms are just going to come out wide to the sides to help you stabilize. I want you to bring your left leg to table, your right leg to table, and just hold here. Contract that core, relax those shoulders. We're just going to start with toe taps, starting to bring down the right leg. The shape of the leg does not change. Maybe it touches the mat, maybe it doesn't. Exhale, draw it up. Inhale, big inhale as that left leg travels down. Exhale, use those abs to pull it up. So the way to keep this out of your hip flexors and in your low abs is to use that breath. I want you to think of your hips pulling towards your ribs in opposition as the weight of the leg travels down toward that mat, and then your low abs drawing that leg back up. Good. We're here for another 4 after this. If you don't like where that ball is, you guys, you can adjust it at any point. 2 more. And left. Now join those heels together in a frog position. Your knees are out, just kind of tracking in line with your hip points. You're going to extend your legs out, point your toes, draw in. Extend out, exhale, pull in. Big inhale, big exhale. Don't let that belly pooch feel like you're pulling those abs down and in or down and up. Good. Just another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs in tabletop, extend them up to the ceiling. Squeeze through those quads. We're just going to take the right leg straight down. Left leg is reaching up to the sky in opposition. Exhale, draw it up. Left leg. Exhale, so similar to those toe taps, but now it's the weight of that straight leg traveling away. We add on to this in another 4, 3. You should be not feeling any pain in your low back, by the way, as we move through this. So either adjust your ball or adjust where you take the leg to. Maybe it just goes down to 45 and you pull it up. It's totally up to you. 1 more on the right. 1 more on the left. Perfect. Now we're going to take that right leg down and hold. We are going to circle through those legs. So right leg is circling up and around as the left leg circles down. And then we reverse. Right leg goes down. Left leg comes up. Let's switch through the top. Switch again. Right leg up. Left leg down. And then switch it back. Little helicopters. We scissor switch the legs. Good. We're here for a final 6. I am hitting my wall. I should have distanced myself, but you know what? This is part of working out in your bedroom. Maybe you can adjust your mat. I'm going to keep going for the sake of filming. Good. Taking your time. I want that pelvis to be as rock steady as you can, but little wobbles are okay. This is also a great kind of like gravitational assisted stretch. And we're drawing synovial fluid to our hips, which is what keeps them mobile and healthy as we age. I feel like that's why Pilates has been so beautiful for me. As I was getting into my 40s, I feel like I'm in better shape, less pain, more mobility than I ever was when I was younger. You can start at any time. Perfect. Let's just go 1 more. Scissors switch, switch, circle out and around, circle out and around. Good. Both legs up to the ceiling. Bend those knees in. Feet can find the mat. 1 quick stretch to cool down. I want you to reach those shoulders away from your ears. You're going to bring your feet so that the soles of the feet are touching each other and your legs are just in this butterfly. What this is doing is the ball gives us an elevated position to kind of open up through the hips a little bit more. And I just want you to gently rock side to side. This should feel really good, you guys. Should feel like a nice release for those hip flexors. A nice kind of side to side stretch for the core. Good. We're just here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees in, grab that ball, and 1 less stretch to cool down here. We're going to do just a little bit of spinal extension through our swan. So lie all the way down on your belly. And I want you to just place your hands on the ball and your ears are just in line with your biceps. Now, I want you to keep your legs apart, really tuck that pelvis, squeeze those butt cheeks just to protect that low back. We're going to keep our arms straight, but we're going to press down into the ball, roll it toward our chest as we lift through our spine. And imagine I have a string just on the crown of your head so that it's like pulling you up. I don't want you to look up like this and overarch through your cervical spine, through that neck. So just keep that neck in line with the spine. The best way to think about it is if I had a little, ballerina bun or something and there's a string on it, that's where I'm lifting from. Good. Press down, big inhale, lots of length through the spine. And then exhale, keep that core nice and engaged. Keep those glutes active, protecting the low back. Just 3 more like this. And then we'll finish in a child's pose. Into. Oh yeah, I am like bright red. Love it. Good movement. And 1. Good stuff. Place those palms on the mat. Open those knees out wide. Reach those arms away from you. You can always even put your hands on the ball if you want to have a little more elevation to sink your chest down, but it's up to you. Just do what feels good. Take a couple deep breaths. Thank yourself for showing up today. I am so excited to continue the 2-week February Deep Core Challenge, and I appreciate you moving your body with me today. Thank you.